Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to blog number 6 or 8. I can't remember the direct one, but I can promise you it's on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. I must apologize because you see the time right now is after 9. I'm supposed to be on the air, but I'm doing this blog, so don't tell the bosses. Shh. Right, now let me explain why the blog is so late. I'm currently changing my residence or trying to change my residence, my place of abode. Trying to move out where I am before the end of the month, and today's the 17th. I ain't find a place yet, so it's pressure on his pace. Otherwise I'll sign a contract for next year, and boy, I really don't want to do that. But nonetheless, hustlers gotta hustle, grinders gotta grind, and that's what we gotta do. So if you know a little place for rent, it map me for the 30th now, before I get out. Oh gosh, I ain't know about hey. You know what it is. Alright. Put me out with my big dog on that. My bad dog on that. Hey, let me behave my damn self. Right. So here what we're gonna do. Alright. We normally answer your questions first of all, and then I deal with my topic for what's going on. First off, Polo, can you please speak about I'm on my BlackBerry by the way. Polo, can you please speak about people who have sex? No, bad mouth you and fight you down to have sex with someone or for something. Now let me explain this quickly. There will always be two kind of people, alright? People who play the game and people who want to play the game. Now there's a difference. The ones who want to play the game cannot play the game properly. You understand? So they obviously will fight you down. And I mean, there will always be the good and there will always be the bad. You got to figure out which one you are and figure it out. Now I can say this for the men. There are enough women in Trinidad and Tobago due to the deaths, the jailing, how much of them turn batty boy, you know what I mean? It have enough women, so I don't understand why man would be fighting down man for one. Alright, if you lost 1-to-1, girl, move on. If a girl on somebody else, what you bad minding him for? You understand what I'm saying? Same thing for the girls. Well, in your case, it are less men. But, I mean, you all have vaginas. I always say the woman with the vagina is the woman with power. So if you can flex your power properly, I mean, you do a good vagina. Catchy heights. You figure it out. If I offend you, probably one with bad vagina. Let's be real. Another question here. Hey, but just to make sure I cleared up the question properly, there will always be bad mind people, always 24/7 all the time. All you have to do is exactly what I'm about to say. While them watching me, I'm striving for glory, get them more things to hate. You know what I mean? Eventually you're gonna win. And the ones, most of the time, the ones who watching you and bad minding you and talking about you negatively, they are the ones not doing shit with their life. They are the broke ass niggas. That's what they are. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time that's the case. You don't see rich people bothering to fight up in people's business. Otherwise it's business they looking to cut up each other in. They ain't looking to bad mind no boy for a girl or no girl for a man and them kind of petty thing. If you're on the grind for your paper, for your positivity, making a better life for you, yourself, your family, for whoever, trust me, you're not time for small shit like girls and boys and this kind of bullshit. But it will always exist and you can't stop it. Why, this is a fella here, why can't fellas find a good girl? Interesting one. Now I decided to answer this one for a reason there. Is it, now I don't know nobody get offended, but there are some real, I don't want to use too much of harsh language because I know there are some young viewers that watch the blog and I have to respect that, but there are some real caca holes called men who screw up women. I mean, deal with the case dread. You understand what I'm saying? Dread, they mess them up, they mash them up, the whole mental. Then they are the ones who call themselves men that like to play their farmers. They like to mind these girls from young, these babies, so they want to find them while they're going to school and try to groom them into what they want to be. When these men are already 29, 30, you understand what I'm saying? And these girls now in secondary school, Form 2 and this kind of shit. So basically they are men. Now I'm answering this for the fellas who are dealing with straight ladies. Understand what I said, right? Because he asked why men can't find a good girl. Now the percentage of good girls, it's very high. I wouldn't lie to you, it's high. Don't get me wrong with the badnesses. Now there are good girls and they're the ones who pretend to be good. What you have to do is work out who good and who pretending to be good in a short amount of time. So this is where playing the game, I guess, would come into play. If you know your shit, if you don't know your shit, you're gonna bounce your head a few times. Even myself, I bounced my head in the past. Like I said, most famous girl who made me when I was a youth, real young. I was probably I was under 20, I think, and she made me pay. She told me she was pregnant or whatever, and said she needed money for an abortion, and I gave her. And it's when I was explaining it to the elders that I called them, you know what I mean, they was explaining to me the price, and you know what I mean, and then I figured it out. So I mean, you have to bounce your head before you learn. Bottom line is, good girls, they're limited because we mess it up as men. We just take the good ones and treat them like shit, and when they no longer want to be good, we have to take what we get. You know what I mean? So bless up to the fellas who are good girls, you know what I mean? Stand firm, big up to the good girls. And if it's a bad girl, nothing wrong with that. At least you know that, and be straight with your damn self. That's all I just ask from bad girls. Be straight with your damn self. Don't be straight with me, you know. Be straight with your damn self. Also, right, carnival fetes and prices. Now I'll tell you something, I think it is freaking ridiculous. Hear me, it is freaking ridiculous, the prices of some of these fetes these days. We see it when you reach outside the party on the night of the party and things like that. But a boy had to live, which is the promoter. Now, you as a cacahole, if you spending, alright, let me break it down for you like this. Count how much money you make a day, not a month, a day. Try to break down your salary into days and see what you come up with. And if you spending so much money to go a party, and when you reach there, most of the time you ain't getting all the drinks you want, and you ain't getting the food you want because they're running out and all that bullshit. If that is what you're doing, you're wasting your blasted time. Don't put your hand where your pocket can reach. At the end of the day, if you could do it, that's your business. Good for you. Like I say, good for you. If you have other ways of income, good for you. But you see the ones who just like the lime and will spend everything, don't complain about the prices of parties, please, because you have the right to go, you have the power to say you want to go, and you have the money to go. So if you don't want to go, fall back. So come on, come in. I'm not bigging them up, but so come on, semis come in, pay $100, and how many artists again? All of them buying even Marshall, because he want to be in the semis now. So for sure, he already in the power, so he don't have to perform there, but he in the semis. So in the groovy, so he had to perform to make it to the finals. So pay $100 and go and enjoy yourself. I mean, it could be a little rougher than the all-inclusives, but it's $100. That's stinking $100. As you break $100 these days, it's done. So stop complaining about the prices of fetes, because you are the power. If you paying it, you paying it. If you decide to go outside and pay big money, ladies, if you okay with a man paying $800-900 for one ticket to go in a fete, that's what you get. That's all I could say. Don't vex with the promoter, vex with yourself. You are common sense. You know how much money you have. Stop trying to fool people, right? So, wrapping up from today, be real to yourself, be true to yourself, know what you could do, know what you can't do, and hold your blood clot corner. Is it? Alright. Like I said, I'm working on the air right now. I spent enough time on this block, I'm sorry. On Friday I'm going to deal with more. Please feel free to leave your questions and, you know what I mean, your comments. And continue to like the page. Hey, chroniclesofplayer.com, High Impulse, the family. The site is supposed to be up and running now. I'm going to check on it now. So chroniclesofplayer.com, ready to go. Let's go. All the old shows, 2006 come up to 2011. I'm going to start to load the 2011 shows, and remember we come back March 5th 2012. Hey, and I must tell you, the shows I'm going to put up first, which are the replays of long shows. They are freaking hilarious. I was listening to some the other day, sorry, and boy, it's hilarious, I must say. Also, I'm going to have videos from past live shows and stuff like that. So it's going to be nice. chroniclesofplayer.com. Thank you so much for locking it down and listening to my blog once again. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All my love to you. Thanks for supporting. Continue watching. Leave your questions. Anything you want to talk about, deal with, hit me up. Leave it in my inbox, or you can leave it on Phenom Polo fan page. Hey, like the fan page, please. I need to get the numbers up so I can do bigger stuff for you all in the future. All right, please and thank you. Until then, Friday. Salute. Keep yourself safe in this mad ass country.